Sheffield Wednesday's 5-minute view from the Kop after going out at the first hurdle in the FA Cup. 2-0 to Brentford. We stuck out a very, very young side, average age of just 20 years old. No Bannon today. Ingleson was captain, and we basically just put out a load of kids, the experienced players on the pitch, where 19-year-old Pierce Charles Cadamartri up front, Charlie McNeil. You know, we're talking Charlie McNeil's 22 and Cads is 20. Ingleson 27. And then in defence, in the centre of defence, we got Otugbayo, and either side of him were Joe Emery and Cole McGee. We sort of were playing, well, that flexible 3-5 at the back, and didn't really expect anything out of this. I decided to go down to watch this cup match because I thought, you know, we might be able to see something, some kind of good performance from the youngsters. Somebody to stand out, somebody that may be able to then make the mark. We sort of got that for some of the wrong reasons. I think, you know, when we went 1-0 down with the ball just floating over, everybody staring at it, and their player reacting at the back post just to tap it in, unchallenged. Again, you know, you see our defensive frailties all over again. But then they actually, by half time, they were only 1-0 up. They should have been at least 3-0 up. They had plenty of big chances and they were fluffing the lines. You know, was it something that we could take advantage of? No, absolutely not. We, again, battled in the match. We put some good passes together at times, but they tended to be at the back. That's one thing I notice about that when it comes to midfield, and, you know, obviously today we've got Thornton, Shipston and Ingleson sort of playing in midfield. A lot of running round, not that much in the way of tackling. When we did put a couple of half-decent challenges in, we were getting penalised for it, including the penalty, which I don't know, it was the other end of the pitch, but it was on the line for me, and it was pretty soft. I don't know, so I'll have to see that back and see whether that was really should have been a penalty. But did we deserve anything more than defeat today? No, absolutely not. We didn't deserve anything really out of that, but a lot of applause for the performance. I think, you know, we, other than the shocking frailties at the back, I thought we played all right, really. Very good in spells. They had 20 shots, 16 on target. I mean, that tells you something, really. And I think we just had just an handful. I think that's all. So a couple on target. I think probably our two best chances in the match. One were a header from Ingleson, who got up really well and unfortunately just headed it straight at their keeper. And then another one when Redmond first came on, did a bit of jinking around and shot, and their keeper just managed to just palm it wide. I think that was probably our best opportunity out of all of them. So who actually played well today? Well, certainly in the first half, I thought that Fazia was excellent. He was really, really good. He tackled well, put himself about. He looked like the person who when the ball was around that area, he was doing a bit of running with it as well. Thought he did really, really well. Charles, obviously, fantastic, but again, coming on to that, he went down after a string of absolutely amazing saves. I mean, I was wondering really going through the match, would I give this man of the match to? And I think, increasingly as it went on, the amount that Charles was having to deal with, I was a bit surprised really. We're between a bit of a rock and a hard place with Charles, because they're saying, well, if this takeover drags on any further, he's going to have to end up being sold off in January. But then he ends up playing in the cup, so he's effectively cup tied. But then he went down holding his shoulder, and I just thought, oh dear, I don't know whether it's the same one. I think it is, but yeah, he looked very, very disappointed as he was going off. He got obviously standing ovation, but he just didn't look. He looked pretty distraught, I think. So finally, we get to see Logan Stretch coming on. Great name for a goalkeeper, Stretch. And one of the first things he had to do was face that penalty, which they took well, I think. He was a little bit nervous in a couple of times, made some good saves. I thought we defended quite well, given that we were having to put on such a young 18-year-old in the net. So what we're going to do now, I don't know, because I think we're going to have to probably try and get somebody in. We're going to get over back. Who knows? So I think, yeah, we sort of did all right today. We got to see a lot of the kids. We got to see the frailties. We got to see where they really are not ideally ready, for playing in the Championship. Maybe they might be all right for League One. We got to see Granger came on for about the last 5 minutes. I thought he put himself around quite well, did a lovely little run. So I think as an exercise in just sort of giving the kids a run out, I thought it was all right today. We didn't get smashed like Man City smashed Exeter, I think it were. But we weren't the Macclesfield of the day. So yeah, didn't really expect any more than that. 2-0's not embarrassing really, is it? We just need to just get ourselves ready for some of those games coming up. I mean, next two matches are at home. It's not going to be long now, and we're going to be facing United again, and again we just don't want to be embarrassing. Okay, well, that's all for now. I've got a very, very cold walk home. Bye for now, and up the Owls.